Okay, we're in the queue. And the new UIs caused a bunch of lag too. Okay, so this is a Sarah. So that's basically 4 mana, 4/4 flying vigilance with some potential upside where it's going to gain you life by causing your opponents to attack it. Basically, yeah, it's just like a snap pick. Good way to start off the format. Exclude, very powerful card. Throat Seeker is going to be solid, probably. I love Reign of Revelation. Like, Krosan Tusker might be the best common. Reign of Revelation is like instant speed sift, but yeah, we're just slamming this Planeswalker. Alright. Planeswalker in every pack? Feels Warless Spark, man. Yeah, and we could probably like win some games with the emblem if we get there. Not sure we want to do that. Ooh, okay, so this is an interesting one. I've got a sweet card here, but I don't know if I want to go deep on my first draft. If I'm forcing white, I could take a 5 mana 3/5 flyer, which can lose Defender for 1 white mana, but I like Venomous Changeling. I like Trumpeting Herd. Like, this is 4 mana for 2 3/3s. That's a really good deal. I don't like Edicts in Limited. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's an easy mistake to make, I guess. I love the new talismans, especially the art, but there's no way I'm picking it here. I think I'm going to take like a Trumpeting Herd, passing like Venomous Changeling. Yeah, this thing attacks pretty well. It's basically 2 mana 3/2 on attacks, or you can pump other stuff. But yeah, it's just going to be a Trumpeting Herd for me. Load up on these 4-drops. Okay, there's an Exclude. That one might be worth taking now. So Windcaller Aven, 4/3 flyer for 6. Marasa Behemoth, kind of a Colossal Dreadmaw, but some potential upside there. Rime Tender. Okay, so the Snow archetype is definitely a deep one, but I think I should just take Exclude. It's just like a solid value card. Notice I'm not forcing white here. The white cards, I mean, we've seen a wall of, whatever this is called, wall of 1,000 cuts. Why not wall of 8,000 cuts? It's so much easier to say. Anyway, we've seen 2 of these, but I'm not just like forcing myself into this Sarah, even though it could be right. I just want to take the best card. I think that's probably Exclude, so. Okay, so this is a 3 mana 3/3, but you can pay a bunch of mana to make your spells give you 3/3s when you play them. Kind of like that Everdream that we passed earlier. There's also an irregular cohort in this pack, and that card might be worth taking in terms of good white cards. Not sure it's better than Splicer's Skill or not. I know Snow-Covered Full Art Basics, yeah, they're sweet. Fortunately, this is Phantom, so I don't have to be too tempted unless I go into the Snow archetype, which I'll talk more about later. I do think I am taking a white card here. I don't love Moonblade Shinobi. Green cards here are medium. These are both spells, so I don't mind taking the Splicer's Skill. It's also an uncommon, so I want to have a chance to play with it, but I could totally see this being incorrect. On the plus side, we already have a couple 4s, so taking a 3-drop, or whatever this is, like a 7-drop or 8-drop, if we play it like that, could definitely make sense. Okay, I do like the Talisman here. We could be green-blue, we could be like white-green splashing blue. It's fixing, it's ramp, lets me play like turn 3 Sarah, which seems absurd. There's like a Headless Spectre, which is like a hard-to-cast Windrake that's randomly good if you have no cards in hand. But if you have no cards in hand, what are the odds your opponent has cards left, right? So I feel like this card is a hard-to-cast Windrake the majority of the time. Again, there's another Moonblade Shinobi. Don't love that card. Smoke Shaper's kind of cool, but let's just make sure I take this Talisman here. Okay, I do like a Pondering Mage. Card seems sweet. There's also a Savage Swipe and a Scour All Possibilities. So this is a 2 mana Preordain, and this is a 5 mana Ponder, but this has Flashback, and this is on a 3/4. I think the 3/4 is going to be good value. I think that's probably better. I do have a spell. Matters card in the Splicer's skill, so maybe I'm supposed to take the Scour. Oh, my mic is super quiet? Hey, Joolo. Good to see you, by the way. I'm going to move the mic toward me. Thank you for that, by the way. I think the Pondering Mage is correct here, but it could totally be wrong, so I don't know. Ooh. Oh, sorry for bumping the mic there. All right, now you guys should be able to hear me. All right, sorry everybody. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you can hear me better now as I'm bumping the mic all over. So I love this card. I think it's going to be super strong and sealed, but we're not really going there right now. This is one of the best white commons. If you remember Starcrowned Stag, it's a lot like that. It's a little like the Hammer Skull. It's just a really powerful card. So yeah, happy to take it here. This really solidifies me into white-blue. There's a decent black card here in the Goblin. Probably, this card's probably okay. I think this card's probably okay too, but I think I just want to take this cool combat trick. Works as like either an Inspiring Charge or a +2/+2. I'm pretty sure I'm playing white at this point. I don't think I'm playing black, but it is possible. Oh, it's still low? Okay, I guess I'll just have to speak up. I'm sorry about that though. But yeah, we're going to take the Stirring Address. I think we're playing white-blue. Ooh, Reign of Revelation? This card should never wheel. This card is very powerful. So we are going to be a little clogged on 4s with 1, 2... Oh no, we cut one of the 4s. We're good. We're totally fine. There's also Shelter in this pack, which is... Yeah, Reign is great. I don't know how this card is here. I heard Amaz refer to Shelter as like a Doomblade that draws a card, which I think is ridiculous. No offense, Amaz. I'm sure, like, I've actually played Amaz before. Great player, don't get me wrong. But I think he's overvaluing that card a little bit. I'd rather take it than like a Stirring Address, but that wasn't an option available to me. Now I'll pick up my 5-mana 3/5 flyer. It's a really solid body. Yes, it does have Defender, but the fact that you can make that go away is like totally fine. I think I'm going to take String of Disappearances over Windcaller Aven, but I could see this being wrong. I already have a bit of a high curve, so I like getting some interaction. Works nicely with the Exclude. And yeah, might have some combo potential or something like that. So one of the reasons the mic is probably low is because the cord that's plugged into it got kind of ripped. I'm going to take this for the sideboard, of course. Same with this, I guess. Just want to signal colors here. It's not about taking playable cards. I guess this card's cooler, so I'll take it. What was I going to say, though? Yeah, so the mic, no guarantees it'll work at all, but it is a pretty nice microphone. I might have to go replace it. This pack is pretty sad for me. I guess there's an Enduring Sliver. That's a pretty good 2-drop. Speaking of good 2-drops, though, this card is sweet. Not sure if it would actually work, but yeah, I mean, it's a cool card. It's one of those things where, like, it feels like a casual card, it feels like a commander card, but it's probably solid in this limited format, just with changelings all over the place. That said, I think I should still take this Enduring Sliver. I think Smoke Shroud is much worse outside the Ninja deck, but probably not unplayable outside of it, and I don't really like this card. So yeah, let's just take the 2-drop. Ooh, Foff. Okay. We are playing Cube after all. There's a Windcaller Aven, but we passed one of those pretty late for a string, so I don't think it's like a huge priority. I think this card is pretty comparable to Rain. I don't actually know. I think Foff has to be better, right? But notable common in the pack, Krosan Tusker. Again, this card might be the best common. I love this card, not because I know whether or not it's good, but just because it's sweet. Just turns your lands into spells, and as long as you don't have like counters or like X spells in your deck, like, this card's just really sweet. But yeah, we're gonna take Foff, and it's not very close. Okay, there's a Wing Shards in this pack, and that's pretty sweet. This Splicer's skill is just going way up in value, which is good to know. There's this card, which I mean, I could potentially splash green off this talisman. I think I'm just playing it to add blue. Yeah, Foff. Yeah, pretty clear Foff, I would say. But, whoa, what the heck? No, thank you. Now it's like auto-selecting. I don't want to like... Okay, I guess I'm just going to take this Wing Shards, which is auto-selecting, and my phone's trying to fall. Everything's falling apart. Nah, we're good. Ooh, there's another Rain of Revelation? Classic, but doesn't work a lot of the time. How so? I guess I take another Rain. I mean, there are 0 white cards in this pack. Okay, so something to note, and I actually didn't understand this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... I don't think this card's, like, great. Yeah, I agree. People attack before casting spells. Or at least, like, I don't know, more seasoned players. But I think I'm fine just, like, having a potential Edict. I also have a bunch of instant speed stuff, so I could see myself going, like, Rain into Wing Shards. Yeah, I agree. We could splash this Tree Folk, but we have 0 Snowlands, so that's actually what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the fact that there are only Snow Basics in the packs. There's only 1 Snow Basic per pack. When I originally saw this set, I assumed you could add any number of Snow Basics, which granted would make cards like this completely broken. So if you're in the Snow archetype, you really have to figure out some way to like get enough Snow Basics in addition to playables like during the draft, which is going to be a rough balance for sure. And I expect these cards are going to get higher and higher in terms of pick order. Again, another Krosan Tusker. So maybe green. Maybe I should just be like blue-green. But I think it's a little late now. We have a bunch of good white cards, and white will be open in pack 3, even if it's not now. But yeah, it really doesn't seem to be open in this pack, which is frustrating. I think this card is playable. I think it's probably better than these. Yeah, same problem with wastes. Yeah, that's something I learned in one of my chaos drafts. Bodies in action now. Yeah. I think this card is sweet, and also like a buyback card with the Splicer's skill is cool. I'm starting to really regret passing that Everdream like 2nd or 3rd pick, but I mean, unless, I guess I probably took Trumpeting Herd over it. Yeah, probably be better to have it the other way around. I don't love the Knight. I think it's pretty bad. Probably should have said that a little earlier. Snowmill, yeah. Snowmill, like, I think Snow is already going to be a tough archetype, and then Mill, like, traditionally, like, pretty weak and limited. So the combination of those, that's just going to be... No, that's not going to be good. I could play a second one of these, but I really don't want to. That said, I'm not splashing for this card. I don't know why my left and right click isn't working. I'm trying to zoom in on cards. But yeah, let's just make sure I take the Stirring Address. Then I can unplug and replug my mouse. Wow. The whole pack, just a bunch of blanks in terms of white, and now a second Rocks Veteran super late. That makes me think either people don't know how good this card is, or, I don't know, the set is new. I guess the set is new. Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of good green cards that I saw this pack, but I think that's just a fluke. Green was not very open pack 1. We were looking after we took the Trumpeting Herd. Okay, it's still not letting me zoom. That's annoying. I do need more 2-drops to be sure, but I think this card is so good that I should not pass it here. I'm not really playing any of these cards. I guess I could take a Cave if I end up needing to splash at all. Okay, more off-color cards. At this point, I could take a Snow Basic. I think it's... Yeah, I agree. I remember, what's it called? Enoch Bondkin. That card was really good back in its format. That was one of the first cards with Outlast. That was another 2-drop. I think it gained First Strike. But yeah, I'm just going to take the land here in case we go into the Snow archetype. It ends up mattering. I don't think we want a second Nature's Chant for the sideboard. I'm willing to try this card, but I don't think it's going to be good. I think this card is sweet. I'll let you try to read it with the right click. Hey, it's going pretty well. Just trying to draft some of this new set. I was hoping for a little bit of sealed, but there's no Phantom Sealed available, so I'm just going to go for this. Again, no playables in this pack, but that's fine for us. We already have a bunch of really good cards here, and we're going to pick up some good stuff in pack 3. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, there's a third Stirring Address. At this point, I'm pretty sure we're not playing this card. We're probably not playing the second either, but we're still going to take it for signaling. Okay, a fourth one, whatever. So this is, I don't know, this is going to be a little tough for me to put into words, as I'm no expert when it comes to this kind of thing. But I don't know, going into someone else's stream and like asking for support, generally not considered like the politest thing to be doing. That said, like I understand, like I'm basically in the same situation as you, so yeah, I mean I'm willing to take a look at your stream at some point. But in general, I would not recommend like going into people's streams saying that kind of thing. I've seen some really ugly conversations because of that. So in terms of the actual pack, we're going to take Bizarre Trade Mage here. It's just a 3-mana 3/4 flyer, and then there is a little bit of card disadvantage tacked onto it. But you also have some filtering, and the fact that it's a 3-mana 3/4 flyer just makes it like so powerful that it doesn't really matter that there's card disadvantage. If you remember, there's a 2-mana 4/3 back in Amonkhet, and that made you discard a card. There's also a Zephyrin Decoy in that pack. Ooh, I do think this card is sweet. Speaking of card disadvantage. Reciprocating is such a polite word. So the thing is, I don't think what you're doing is like inherently rude. It's just like, if you go into like the average person's stream, they will be upset by something like that. So just kind of a PSA there, trying to let you know, like, I'm still willing to take a look at your stream, but again, would not recommend doing that very often. Okay, Lesser Masticore. I mean, again, this card is card disadvantage, but it's also, it seems like a really powerful limited card. You have Persist on a 2/2, which is not super amazing considering you're giving up a card, but the ability to ping creatures makes combat hell for your opponents, and we're low on 2-drops, so that makes it a pretty clear pick for me. Yeah, I do like the big flyer. Ooh, okay. We have an interesting pack here. So I think these lands are actually pretty important. This card, or this pack is so good for me. There's an Exclude, there's a really good 2-drop, there's a decent 2-drop, decent removal spell. Okay, sure, sounds good. I want to take the Exclude because I think it's the best card, but I think I should take the Enduring Sliver because of my curve. Like, I just don't have enough 2-drops yet. That said, I could see this card wheeling. Exclude is probably not going to wheel. I don't think I can take the land here. I think it's too greedy. Would you take Exclude over the Sliver, Joello? Given the chat lag, I don't think you'll be able to answer in time. I think I'm just going to take the Sliver, but... Ooh, Mana War? Mana War is pretty nice. So there is a Scour in this pack. There's a Lancer Sliver and a Trustworthy Scout. This is the second Trustworthy Scout. Chat lag sucks. Yeah, I agree. Sliver, yeah, you agree? Yeah. I think Mana War is one of the best blue commons. It's just a really powerful card. Really nice with like a string of disappearances. You can like bounce your own Mana War, and then bounce your opponent's creature, and then replay the Mana War. But yeah, there's some other decent cards there too. Wow, how is this happening? Okay, I guess we keep taking them, right? I think Prohibit is like pretty bad. I hate that it's 4 mana to counter something that is like 3 or 4 mana. I think Phantasmal Form is actually like very good. I think the Djinn is very good too. Yeah, you like the Sliver as well. Oh, you like the First Strike Sliver over the Mana War? Maybe. Yeah, I mean it's possible that that's correct if I'm playing super aggressively, but I think Mana War is really good tempo. But Phantasmal Form, that card is just really powerful. Especially like in the blue-red deck that cares about drawing cards each turn. So that's just something to note. We might be taking a 2-mana 3/1 here, which I'm not super psyched about, but it's playable, and most of these cards are not, so gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Altar of Dementia is sweet, but I don't think we're doing that, partially because I have no idea if this is a playable limited card. Like, it potentially wins the game, right? But it also potentially is like a mulligan, so that seems pretty bad to me. Yeah, we're just going to take this Imposter. Works nicely with the 3-mana 2/2 First Strike Sliver that we passed. Okay. It's going to be a Wind Color even for me here. So the enters the battlefield, or creature entering the battlefield mechanic is a white-green mechanic. Doesn't mean I can't play it in my white-blue deck, but what it does mean is that this card is going to be strongest there. Not to mention my deck is a little bit light on creatures. I only have 11. Granted, like Splicer's skill counts as a creature, but I'm just going to take this Aven. Okay. So we do have an Everdream, and we have a million spells, so that's pretty tempting. That said, we already have tons of card draw. Could take a Spell Snuff. I don't really like playing Cancels in Limited. There's also this card. This card might be better than Everdream. But this card seems really sweet, and I want to play with the cool uncommons. You would take Spell Snuff? Yeah, that could be right. I could see this being wrong. The reason I'm justifying it is not because I think it's correct, but because I want to basically see how good like this card is. Because I have an idea of like how good Cancel's going to be, right? I will probably play a Shelter over one of the... Did I cut all the Stirring Addresses? I guess I did. Wow. This is also a Magic card. Okay. I really don't like this card. I think I would take a Trustworthy Scout. We could potentially wheel the other one too. This pack was really good for us though, and the second time here, can't see the acting cost on it. I don't know what that means. I think we need this Lancer Sliver just for the curve over the Scour, but the Scour is really good. It's also, it works nicely with the Imposter. Makes it a 2-mana 3/1 First Strike. Yeah, these cards don't matter. I don't think there's very much aura support, so I don't know why this is a card. Face of Divinity. It reads a little bit like Daybreak Umbra, or no, that's not what it's called. The Daybreak Coronet, that's it. But yeah. Okay, I think this deck is pretty solid. Pack 2 was disappointing, but we've got some good cards. Let's see here. Whoops. I have to fix my mouse. This is getting annoying. Definitely playing this. Definitely playing the Veterans. Slivers. I don't love the Trustworthy Scout. I think the card is pretty bad without another one. And we wheeled one, but not the second. So someone's probably disappointed that they didn't pick up both as well. I think I like all these too. I think I'm playing all these. I'm not sure how good pinging creatures for 4 mana is going to be. This deck seems super mana hungry to me. I don't think I want 2 of these. This is a creature, sort of. Kind of wish I had the Exclude, the second one. I need to make a couple cuts still. I will probably end up playing some number of these cards, but I'm going to take them all out just to see how the deck looks without them. And what do I want to do here? Definitely playing all these. Sarah's basically a creature, I guess, so. Now the question is, do I want to play 17 lands and Talisman, or 16 and Talisman? And I think this deck is so mana hungry, 17 and Talisman seems better. So I basically have to play this. Could consider at least one of these. And I am playing Exclude. Okay, so now I'll cut all of these, and we'll start adding stuff back. Right, I totally agree. But one of the good things about this format, right? Masticore sucks. Maybe it's possible. It might be like a good sideboard card against red decks. What was I going to say, though? Oh, so the main thing in War of the Spark, right, is there are planeswalkers just all over the place. So board presence is key because it means you're able to deal with them without spending cards on them. Admittedly, I do have a planeswalker in this deck, but planeswalkers I think are only at Mythic in this set, which means board presence like inherently has to be less of a priority for that reason. It might be a priority because like aggro is the best deck in this format, like back in Ultimate Masters, where aggro wasn't like objectively the best deck or anything, but like if you just played like a red-white aggro deck, you were going to win a lot of the time. Oof, my opponent just went hard to get a token to 7/6 to Domri, fight my 6/7 Thunderdrake. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, not reading the static abilities, like, that causes a ton of puns, right? I'm not sure if you're right, Callie198310, about the Masticore, but I need to make some cuts, so I don't mind cutting that one. I don't think the Imposter is particularly good. I do think I want to play the Lancer Sliver. I might still play this card. Yeah. I don't know. Discarding a card on your 2-drop is pretty annoying. I think I want a second string. And what else do I want? I want like 3 more cards. Let's say I'm not playing these 2-drops. Yeah, I agree that cheap creatures are probably important, but I also think like with so much powerful like late game and draw, do I really need cheap stuff to have an advantage in the game? I don't know. I kind of want to try these. Everdream might just be terrible. It's possible. I could cut, like, realistically, I probably should cut this card for Imposter. Yeah, that's true. The old version of Masticore was really good. Let me see. So how many spells do I have for Everdream? And also for Splicer's Skill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each of them have 9 other spells. That seems like a lot. I'm not sure if I want to play a buyback card. Like, I think this card is probably really good in sealed, or at least playable in sealed, but I don't know. We can board in stuff like this. So I think the main question now is, do I want to play the Imposter? Do you guys in chat want me to play the Imposter? And if so, what do you want me to cut for it? Okay, 9/8. And I have a 9th blue source here in the Talisman. That seems about right. Well, if it were half a Masticore, you'd discard half a card, right? But I guess the other one is like discard a card every upkeep, and this is like as an additional cost to cast it or something. But I'm also disappointed because I think like Greater Moss Dog is a card. If this were like, if the original version were Greater Masticore and then they made a lesser one, I think that would be pretty funny. But I don't know. They definitely missed out on a potential joke there. I do really like this set though. Like without playing any of it, I just think the jokes are funny, which probably says something bad about my sense of humor, but I'll let it pass. Discard 2 cards, deal 1 damage. That sounds like a deal to me. It's kind of what Lava Dart does, right? Let's see. So use the snipping tool. Grab a picture of this. And I guess let's hop into the queue. I don't really know what kind of stuff to play around or anything like that, but I'm excited. Yeah, if you could give it Death Touch, it would be great, right? Just start mowing down creatures. Yeah, I don't know. I think the reason I am going to enjoy this set more than War of the Spark, if I had to make that kind of assumption before I've played one match, is because, like, there's just got to be so much lower variance. Do I keep this hand? It's essentially got 5 mana sources, 2 strings of disappearances. Like, mulliganing is terrible, right? But it might be worth it here. Where's the London Mull? My deck is really slow. I just need like one. I think I have to keep this. Like, I've got Foff and Double Rain in my deck. I don't know. I could see that being wrong, but I've also got a couple strings to slow my opponent down. I also think like mulliganing reduces your chances of winning, so I try to avoid it unless it's really necessary. I mean, I kind of signed up for this kind of thing, right? Like, my deck is really slow. Really happy about that Talisman pick though. Like, given how mana hungry my deck seems, I think it's gonna matter. Okay, Snow-Covered Island. So they could be a snow deck, if that is a real deck. Alright, now we top deck Sarah. Snow mana. Alright. We're getting milled. Regular forest here. Opponent should have held this, right? Maybe they didn't have a choice. Ooh, that's a good one. This card makes me so happy that I kept this hand. Jeez. But I am drawing cards and my opponent's milling me, so I'm dead, basically. Wonder if I discard all 3 lands. We'll see. Ooh, there is an Everdream here. I can discard like 1 string, 2 lands. No, I don't want to do that. Let's discard, because string plus Everdream, I really want to keep the Everdream here. Yeah, I should discard a string, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Alright, play the island. And let's pass. If you want to open the window, feel free.
Why did you close it?
I closed it because there was a guy mowing the lawn and it was extremely loud.
Okay, good choice.
Winter's Rest. Aha! So now we can string plus Everdream this, or we can just play it now. Playing it now seems like it's probably better, but it is card disadvantage. Oh wait, I should have bounced it in response because they get to mill me too, because it's a snow permanent. Already punting, disappointing. I guess we're gonna go for the string Everdream play now that we waited. Might as well, right? Okay, those cards were good. Rest in peace. Ooh, Mana War? That seems good as well. I guess I just... Well, the Mana War doesn't do anything, right? No, but what it does do is it sets up, like, string copying string. So I think I would still rather play this, and I can hold up string. And what I'm saying here is, like, because string lets its controller copy it, I can bounce my own Mana War. Basically, I can just bounce everything. That is very scary. Okay. So my opponent has like the nut snow deck apparently. So my options here, I mean, do I care about this? I might care about this. We'll see. Milling me again. Sure, 2 lands. Lands are kind of important though. Now we're in an awkward spot with this. Okay, so I guess we play the Trade Mage here. We might be able to blow the opponent out if they go for an attack with a 4/4. We can like bounce their Cancrix and then block. Sorry about all the background noise, everyone. I know the mic was already quiet, but
Sorry.
Let's see. So I have 4 mana. I think I need to discard like Everdream, Plains, Enduring Sliver. I could discard this Windcaller Aven as well, because I don't think I'm ever casting it. No, this card just doesn't do anything. Okay.
Honey, especially on a hot day. I think I stopped.
Another Winter's Rest. That's really annoying. So at this point... I think I bounce it in response, use my mana efficiently, prevent a mill. It's probably fine. But yeah, my opponent's deck looks extremely good. Sure. Punished somehow for using a bounce spell when I have like infinite of them. Okay, so now I actually have to kill them. I already discarded my other string, so I have to get rid of this, but I don't know how I'm doing that. Guess I keep discarding cards. Let's look at my deck first, before I make any rash decisions. What?
Sorry, where's my remote?
Wherever you put it. I haven't moved it. Yeah. We don't really have much in the way of removal, so this is going to be a really tough race. Got super punished for not bouncing that. Jeez. I guess we need... Yeah, land for Wall of 1,000 Cuts sort of gets me out of this. I can't discard this, can I? Ugh. This feels really bad. Okay. Why is this untapped? Whatever, I have no idea. Chiller Pillar. Sure, so that mills me and makes that a 5/5, so that's kind of like death. Wow, I'm very impressed at the strength of this snow deck. Okay, we're taking 5. I suppose we can double block next turn. Chiller Pillar is also going to turn into a 5/5 flyer at some point. Yeah, so now we get to slam this. But all the card disadvantage in mill has really left me with no gas, so this is going to be a really tough matchup. They also can't activate this, even if they play a snow basic. Sure, Mana War's brutal. If they just... Oh, really? I think they probably should have targeted the other one. Yeah, maybe I should have taken that card that makes something in 0-1 with no abilities, right? Like, right now it's looking pretty bad that I don't have that. Milling 2 more lands. Do I even have lands left in my deck? Okay, Frostwalla. Now it's a 6/6. Good news is I can still kill it by double blocking. Bad news is they're probably not going to let me. They might have a string of their own. Opponent's deck has just played out super well. Like, they have these, like, 2-mana terminates. The mill, I mean, I'm not dying to that, but I am dying, so... Okay, I guess we play both of these. And then one more snow permanent. Like, I don't even know why I'm playing, honestly. I'm not sure how I win this game. I guess they haven't milled Sarah, but... Yeah, actually, Sarah Worship might be enough to get me out of this. Oh, hey, Joe. Glad to see you. It's going pretty poorly in terms of the actual game I'm playing, but otherwise it's going fine. Getting browned by a snow deck. So Outlast is a sorcery, which is annoying, but... oh, Wing Shards. That might actually be really good. So I can really suspiciously outlast one of them and not the other and hold up Wing Shards, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one I do. How did I miss that when I went through my deck earlier? I don't know. Okay. So now, ideally, they attack me with this thing, now that I don't have a profitable double block, and I get to wreck them, but we'll see. I might play around it. Please make this play. Thank you, opponent. Okay. Alright, good old bad edict. No, they have a counter? Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess we're dead. I could double block this, but yeah, I don't... Is there a way I could get out of this? I don't think so. I'm just gonna scoop it up. You can draw like one card or something, but... Yeah, no. Okay. So that was really unfortunate. Don't think I want the Stirring Addresses. This card wouldn't have done anything. I still can't zoom in. Snow stuff are not artifacts or enchantments. What does this do? Gives me Shroud, not my stuff. Yeah, okay. Does the snow card have... does it have trample? No, they did not draft it against me. They might have been in my pod, but... Hold on. There's got to be a better way to do this, but... Expansion, whatever this is called, Modern Horizons. And then... rules text, I guess, like... I think we're just running this back. Okay, yeah, it does have trample, so this card is not a very good sideboard card against it, just making infinite chump blockers. Their deck was really good, or it just lined up super well against mine, not sure which one. Probably in another pool, it's possible. I would like to play first again. Okay, let's try this hand. This hand has a Sarah, and it has some bounce, so hopefully that'll be good. I mean, is this card beatable? We'll see. So after seeing the cancel, we are not going to play into that one. Should have played Island turn 1. That was randomly loose. I do have a Planeswalker. I have it pack 1, pick 1. Pretty good Mana War play here. Play it and bounce itself because it's a must and doesn't say target creature your opponent controls. That hand is nuts. I mean, we'll see, right? I thought my deck was super good, but it just looked terrible last game, so... And that might be because I played it poorly or something like that. So it goes on here. Frostwalla. Yeah. I think I am going to string that and then just go Sarah minus. Because this turns into a 4/4 and that potentially pressures my Planeswalker, so I just don't want that to happen. Could do it end of turn, doesn't matter. Well, I'm glad to know you don't think I, like, completely punted every turn. But I feel pretty bad about that. And now this is really good because I get to go Sarah minus and then Mana War. And that's going to just make it really tough for them. If we can get 2 4/4 flyers out of this, I will be happy. And also if we stop drawing planes, we do not need this many planes. Something interesting with this particular deck, right, is I have double Reign of Revelation and the Bizarre Trade Mage. So now I know to hold these planes. Yeah, that's not going to stay in play. Yeah, their deck was really good. I'm going to play one more planes. Misclick my Angel, concede the game. No, not today. So now the question is, do I want to just cash in my Sarah next turn, make another Angel, try to kill them like that? It is a really fast clock. It seems greedy to plus a second time. What's the emblem? The emblem... Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to tap down. Yeah. It's not like I can bounce and replay that one either. Opponent's deck is just so good. Where were you? Do I want to plus? So if I plus, it goes to 5 loyalty. If they go like exactly Winter's Chill, then this Mana War is locked down. This is a 3/3. They hit that down to 2, and then I can't -3. I think I just need to make an Angel. You'd be greedy? I don't know. I think it's close either way, honestly. But I'm going to hold triple planes. Obviously, attacking. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a tough game. Like, these cards just don't do anything. We do have 8 power of flyers in play, but sure. Hey, we got an island. And they scooped. Cool. Well, I'm glad I minused if it got them to scoop. Do we have any judges in chat? Can anyone tell me if I shelter something after it's been like winter's rested? Will the winter's rest fall off? I think it will because it's protection, right? I think that's how that works. Could bring in a nature's chant against double winter's rest, but I think that's loose. We already have a bunch of bounce. We just bounce around stuff. Let's just run this back. This deck is good. Yeah, it would. Alright. I've got game 3. Well, that's a little bold considering the game hasn't started, but I appreciate the positivity nonetheless. Same thing with swords. What do you mean swords? Oh, you mean like protection swords? Yeah, I think so. I think I've given like hexproof to creatures that are enchanted before and like been surprised. Wow, okay, just draw this card every game. And I've been surprised when like an aura hasn't fallen off. Did I not just hit F8? Okay. This time we'll play the right land on turn 1, and I think we're gonna cycle this. I really want to hit another plains for the Sarah. Yeah, okay. Alright, Joe, I appreciate that. I kite. Sure. I think we're just cycling this. Don't want to give that I kite flying. Already has flying. Okay. We're just sliver tribal over here. So I could play this talisman, but it doesn't actually help me. Also doesn't create any board presence, so I think it's going to be a pretty clear sliver for me. Next turn we could go island, talisman into sliver. Okay. Ooh, or we could draw plains. I think I like Lancer Sliver. So what I could do here, this might be a smart play, is go Talisman Sliver. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, Talisman into Sliver, not Talisman Sliver. And then next turn, Island, Sarah, hold up, bounce. Yeah, exactly. I think that line's a little bit better than just playing the Lancer Sliver here, so let's do that. Seems pretty unlikely that they're blocking, but let's attack anyway. Because we are not blocking. They could have a snow mana, and we're going to play one of these anyway. Talisman Outlast. Yeah, I think Outlast is like a consideration, but I don't think it's correct. I think I would rather just increase my board presence at this point. Wow. Snap trading. So that means we've seen no snowlands, and the block here means they aren't drawing any, I think. So I think the opponent's going to regret that one, but I'm pretty happy about it. Sure. See if they have the 4 mana 4/2. No plays, so they could have the counter spell that they showed us. I am not going to play into that. I think that would be really loose. And I think it's better to outlast here than to attack for 2. So we'll play this into their counter spell. Wow. Okay, no counter. And let's just do this. Okay. Seems like a good target to bounce. And also now we get to... Oh, they did get the power boost there. Yeah, but the opponent's going to be in a lot of trouble here. Ooh, Foff as well. Yeah, this deck is gas. Let me see. So we do have 5 power first strike for blocking, not to mention a 4/4 flyer and a bounce spell. I guess I'll play the planes. I do have a Foff in my hand, but I wish Outlast could be instant speed, but then it would be broken. May have a handful of 5-drops. Yeah, I don't know. I think this card is just so ridiculously powerful that, like, playing that into 4 open mana after seeing a counterspell is just not what I want to be doing. Okay, so they tap down the Angel. Sure. And they're going to go for like 1 damage, kill my Sarah. That's not going to work out for them. I wish this said, like, couldn't attack or block, right? And then I could, like, bounce after they attack and then block, but tapping is going to work around that. So they can almost pay for the string to copy here. And the fact that they had waited, like, they might have been able to, it's, like, kind of scary. Okay. Shelter. So this only targeted it when it entered the battlefield, right? Which means casting Shelter now would do nothing. Pretty sure that's correct. So I'm just going to pump this. I'm going to hold up 5 power first strike, so I don't want to Outlast here, but I do have Foff and Shelter available to me. Kind of want to Foff as a sorcery, but I'm not going to. I mean, they bluffed the counter pretty hard. I guess it's worth it. Sure, let's do it. Oh, my phone's dying. That's not good. Well, this is a pretty clear choice for me. My phone is not working at all. I mean, we're going to choose pile 2, which is unfortunate, but... it's okay. Phone is still... Wait, is it finally going to work? It might actually work. That would be really nice. So they go for a Winter's Rest. Yep, called it. Now I give this Pro Blue. Yeah, I'm thinking about being greedy here for sure. Okay, that's a good discard for Rain. No attacks. Seems pretty good. Now, again, they showed me the counter. No reason not to do this now, so I'm just going to fire it off as a sorcery. Why is this untapped? Oh, it's only during its controller's next untap step. Man, I need to read cards better. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to discard an island here. But we got punished. No, I guess we didn't get punished by not playing lands earlier. Play land now. I think I just want to make an Angel. I think it's way too easy for something to go wrong here. They did show me Mana War, which makes me sad about this, but I think it's still fine. And now I can start outlasting these as well. Maybe, right? I don't know. I could definitely see that play being wrong, but I don't know. I think this line just kills them. Sure. Okay, so that does not have Death Touch. At least 3 other snow permanents. So they only have 1. So if they go land... Okay. So this is now a 3/3. If they can create another snow permanent, then I could be in trouble. Okay, they're tapping snow mana? Oh, doesn't matter. Sure. Yeah, I just don't see how they beat what I have here. They should attack for 4. Yeah. I also should have probably, whatever you call it. I want to say leveled up, but outlasted the other one so I could block this next turn. But we do have the wall. And the wall's going to be better than Rock's Veteran somehow. It's super backwards. We're just going to play double Veteran this turn, though. There's no Wrath in this format, so... Not in blue-green, I think. And even though they probably have the counterspell up, we have double rocks, so. Can you outlast once per sliver? You can outlast as many times as you want. What is going on here? Oh, they're gonna draw a card. Sure. So they have Reign of Revelation. That's what's going on here. Sure, that makes sense. I get to kill both of them. Does that change my play? I don't think so. I think double rocks veteran's still really nice. But yeah, I'm getting punished here for just killing the Sarah. But I'm also not sure how anyone beats double rocks, so good luck, opponent. Tapped creature does not beat double rocks, I'm gonna guess. White rocks me? Yeah, pretty much, right? He's done. It looks that way. Might not be dead. Mana War, Bouncing Angel, okay. Good stuff from the opponent, but I don't think it's gonna match up. Are they just dead on board? It's gotta be close, right? Ooh, okay, what happens here? So, how much damage is this? This is 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. That has to be lethal. So we'll bounce the expensive one.
I mean, it's 16. Oh, you're not counting blocks. I'm not counting blocks.
Well, there are no blocks because I get to tap down with it. Yeah.
16.
Cool. Alright, well that was pretty easy. After the one game that was not. Hello. Okay, let's play some more.
Good boy, Romeo.
Oh,
Such a good boy.
really, really nice weather out today where I am.
It's gorgeous, and you're inside where it's even hotter.
Right, and that is because there's new Magic set out, and...
You can play Magic outside.
No, that's false.
You did it last week.
Last week?
Last week. Yeah, in the Battle Pavilion.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it
I
was
remember
super
doing it
fun.
a couple months ago. Nope, that's my phone onto the ground.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Look at this. Romeo's foster family sent us a care package with a bunch of stuff for him and a book for me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know. Once my phone is undead, I have to write them a nice thank you.
It rained yesterday. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Was it a Reign of Revelation? I still can't zoom in on cards. You can't laugh if you don't know what the card does.
What I said, Max, was
God. Okay, you can't complain.
It didn't laugh.
I'm trying to process too many things.
Wrong.
It's okay.
I was nap. Can you, like, move over so that I'm not napping on screen?
I can move over, like, after this match or something.
Okay.
I think this is a keep, because I always keep hands like this, but really need some lands. It was a reign of goddammit. That sounds considerably... Well, what the... We have a person with a mythic avatar playing a 1-mana 1/1 flyer. I guess Healer's Hawk was great, but that's, like, an exception, so... Okay, we better draw a land. Just in the future.
Look at this.
That's pretty nice.
I know.
That's my phone on the floor again.
Sorry. Oh, so it wasn't Romeo.
Ninjutsu, that guy is going to be bounced. So, yeah. Okay, so they're a ninja deck. That's why they're playing it. I'll just let my phone die. I don't care.
I'll just stay away.
Sure.
Oh my god, rude.
Okay, sure.
Is it? Oh boy.
I think I bounced that. I think Mana War makes sense here. Yeah. And then eventually I can hold up Exclude. I could have just played the Trade Mage. That might have been better. But I like setting them back. Sure. Are you missing lands? Ooh, you are. And I get to Wing Shards you? That seems good, right? What's my other option here? Play like a Lancer Sliver? I can hold up Exclude as well. Yeah, that makes this a pretty good turn, I think. I don't really want to trade Mage here. Card is fantastic with ninjas. I think it's, like, okay with ninjas, but, I mean, maybe. So now, ideally, they go for the greedy attack, and I get to Wing Shards them. Maybe they just play a powerful creature, and I get to counter it, but I don't really like the Trade Mage play here. I wonder if they know there's Wing Shards in the set. I'm not blocking. The opponent's just getting tempoed out by themselves. That's really funny to me. Okay. Goodbye. That's a Sarah. Onto the battlefield. Nothing with haste in this, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. And now we win. So, Joello, if you're still there, I'd like to know whether or not you think it's correct to be, like, greedily, like, plussing versus, like, panicking and double angeling, just, like, in general. Because I don't know what the right answer is. What do I want to do here? I think I want to hold up Rain and Exclude and not play the land. This is also a +2 somehow, so we can take a hit for 1. Vraska's finisher, get me. Not anymore. Not in this format. Yeah, okay. I think that's valid. That guy. I'm not going to counter that guy. But it does pressure my Sarah. I could counter this thing. It does have flying. It technically blocks. Oh, it's so bad. Whatever, I'll do it. Okay, that was a good draw as well. Now I play the island because I can go String and Rain. I could also go Trade Mage here, and I don't think that's unreasonable. You have double blue cards. Is it 100% right to hold it? No, it's not 100% right. I just think Trade Mage, like, discarding 3 is just so many. Like, I think it makes sense to hold. Yeah, let's just play this guy. And I should have done this in the other order because of what I just said, but I changed my mind partway through the play. We can discard Lancer Sliver and double land. I think that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point. Right now, I think I'm playing more panicky, or I don't know. There's got to be a better word for that. I'm playing in a more scared manner than I normally would, like if I knew the format well, because I don't know what can get me. Like, I asked if there was a haste creature in black after playing the Sarah. Okay, cool. Opponents had enough. They were mana screwed. I played one of the best cards in the format, presumably, so yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I agree with that. Did I see anything I want to change for ninjas? I don't think so. I think my deck is fine the way it is. Except for maybe this Everdream card that might be unplayable. Oh, actually, Lesser Masticore might be a card against this deck. Let's try it. Like, switching one unplayable card to another shouldn't make a difference, right? Basically, like, they showed me two X1s. They probably have more, and I think being able to mow them down would be strong. Okay, we have a Mana Ward on 3, and a bunch of good stuff if we hit lands, so we just have to keep this and draw lands. Okay, sure. Why can't you have cycling for 1 white? Is that too much to ask? Okay, let's see if they go for it again. Wouldn't be surprised. They don't have it. Okay. Fairy Seer, sure. Now I top deck the Masticore guy, and they concede. Even though I don't have 4 mana, or anywhere close. Oh my god. What the heck? Where's my Shrivel? Okay, well, land was super good for me. You play planes. The great thing about the Sarah is, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Sarah is going to be, like, extremely powerful. Just like Sarah Angel in regular limited, like, I think the last time it was printed was, what, Dominaria? Like, the idea of hitting your opponent for a bunch of damage that they can't block, and then not today. I mean, I guess they do get it back, but whatever. I think that play was correct. Bounce one of your 1/1s. Bounce is great. Yeah, I think so, right? Because they're already bouncing all their own stuff. Rock's Veteran does not seem at its finest. Like, this can't block anyway. Oh, it's the rare ninja? No, it's just a 6/3, sure. It's just big. Oh my god, 7/4 flyer? Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, about that. Okay. Yeah, cards like Man War are great. The position I am in now, not so much, but that's okay. Just go to 3 life. we top deck... No, we can't even play Sarah, so that doesn't work. What would kill this? We can't top deck the... whatever it's called. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. We need another bounce spell. And even then... Yeah, the ninja deck is looking pretty strong as well. I mean, we're just dead on board here. Like, we're dead to these things, we're dead to this. We don't need to play this out. So the idea is it's +1/+1 flying, and then for 2 mana, and I think it's... Yeah, it doesn't have flash or anything. But then, when a ninja enters the battlefield, you may return it from your graveyard attached to that. So I think it's basically the new one with the wind. You dead? Yeah, I figured that out. Thank you, though. Hello. What's up, Falufu? Long time no see. Long time no stream, really. I think that's the main problem. These ninjas. They're getting me. Gotta draw that Lesser Masticore more often. I wonder if Callie's still in the chat to tell me how terrible it is. Splash a couple lava darts. It's pretty spicy. We don't have red fixing. We do have Cave of Temptation, and also that sounds awful, so I don't want to do it. But I am tempted. I should force ninjas next. Yeah, that's true. What do you guys think about the lava darts? How awful is like playing a couple mountains and some lava darts? I think it's like pretty extremely bad. How am I liking Modern Horizons Limited? Well, I'm 1 match in plus 1 game, so can't really tell you. What I can tell you is it seems like less bomby of a format than War of the Spark, which means I am going to like be hit by less variants. That said, I do have 2 great rares in my deck, in the Bizarre Trade Mage and the Sarah, so pretty desperate move. I agree. I'm not sure I'm that desperate, but might end up being right. I would. This hand is a yikes, but I think I need to keep it. Not really a fan of that in War Limited. Yeah, so I expected I was really going to like War Limited, and I do like the draft format a decent amount. The problem is, okay, they just have infinite 1-drops. I hope this hand isn't too slow. Okay, that was a really good draw. What was I going to say, though? Yeah, so I was expecting a format that was going to be a lot like Dominaria, but it really wasn't. It was frankly just like, at least like the sealed format in my opinion. Despite playing a lot of it, I have not really enjoyed it much. I think I just slammed this Trade Mage. Got a bunch of lands to discard. I think I'd rather have double white than double blue. Don't know if that's correct, but it feels like it for the Sarah. Do have some other double blue cards. Yeah, I think I just discard lands here. This is hopefully going to stop their onslaught. And they have double island, which might mean that they don't have like lands of other colors. Okay, they do have a swamp here, though. Yeah, I really agree with that. And I think the main problem with it, like, just to say it, okay, well, this can't attack anymore. I think I'm going to Mana War. No, Mana Warring that is greedy. Okay, I do want to play the Plains, because I do have a 5 mana card. I think I want to hit for 3. I think I'm outracing them. And the Lancer Sliver gives it first strike, so I can double block, so that's pretty nice. Oh, I should have held up blue. That was really bad. I don't know why I made that play. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so the problem is, like, most of your removal spells at common don't answer the best cards in the format. And that's just, like, poor set design. If you look at Dominaria, like, there's probably a common removal spell in every color that answered Lyra. And that was one of the best bombs in the format. And that, while you're playing the Lyra and you feel like, man, I wish this card, like, couldn't be beaten, it really needs to be beatable, because otherwise it's just going to be in, like unfair and unfun experience every time it hits the board. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing, like, I think that, okay, what does this say? Or another creature dies. So it's any creature? Sure. So, wow, they missed 2 damage there? Interesting. Am I bouncing this now? I think I want to bounce this. This thing is scary to me. I could also just attack first. I'm definitely playing Mana War this turn. The question is, what am I targeting? I guess there's an argument for not playing it. But I don't know how I feel about that. I think I want to keep hitting them for 3. They could have a bounce spell. Let's just attack. Okay, they are blocking. Now I get to Mana War this. Put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Yeah, so I think that was probably the correct line for me, but I don't know. So they replay it. Doesn't have a counter on it. Oh, but it is a ninja, so... Oh, I should have thought about that. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Annoying. Well, that was a really good draw. Probably Vamp. Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't thinking about the Smoke Shroud being in the graveyard. Like, that's what really affected me here. That card is much better than I thought. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cards with Changeling I think are going to be really good, and Smoke Shroud in general, just like, already it's been really annoying. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I don't even know if it was necessarily like a punt, it just like felt bad the way it ended up. The top decking rocks makes me feel like I planned for it the whole time, which is definitely not true. After this match, I might have to pack it up and move somewhere else, like outside.
Wait, if you're going outside, I will come with you.
You're not going to nap?
I want to nap.
Okay.
But it's beautiful outside.
4 mana pre-combat, that's your play. Weird. Sure. Oh, that was a very good draw as well. Okay. So... all my first striker... I think I can just attack all here. Bless you. Am I getting wrecked by first strike if I make an attack with everything because of the Cordial Vampire? Maybe? I think I just need to attack with everything. I'm not going to do the math. Holden, I think. I'm not sure how much you've played with Ugin, but that card is like up there for one of the best rares in the set, in my opinion. No, I'm not getting browned by first strike, right? Yeah, okay, this is fine. So they put counters on their stuff, but I have a ton of board presence. Sure, that doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, those are enormous, but now I have a second Rocks veteran, and this card is insane. It's better than I expected, and I thought it was going to be super, super good. Oh, they do get to gain infinite life here, though. It's time for some math. So... how much life is the opponent gaining? Opponent is gaining 10 life. They have 1 blocker. I'm cracking back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 11. Yeah, they're dead. So I think we can just take 10. I think I did that right. I'm not playing around. Remove Lord Bounce. They have 1 card in hand. Yeah, okay. I think this is correct. I think Battle Cry is just a lot of damage. That brief moment when they didn't die because of first strike, and then they do die to regular damage. Pretty scary. But we got there. That said, it might have just been safer to chump with the rocks. I think that was a good line, though. I mean, double Battle Cry is just infinite damage. That felt really good. And also, Joelo, I'm starting to think you might have been right, and it is important to have early stuff curve-wise. When you have, what, triple Rocks Veteran in your deck. So we are going to play this Imposter after all. Yeah, Oketra was just a giant beating. Do you mind if I play one more match here? You do mind?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Not going to change the screenshot. I think I can remember the one change I've made. I got this? We'll see, right? I would love a trophy right off the bat, but... Yeah. Yeah, that was, Holden, that was a thing that happened with Vraska pretty often, where, back in, I think, like, regular Ixalan, you play Vraska and you minus, and then it just dies somehow. It's like, why would you do that? You could just protect it, like, make a 2/2 menace. Like, how is that bad? One draft, one trophy? Are you talking about yourself or me? Because both would be ideal. Alright. I mean, this deck is insane, right? Okay, this is a keep. Wow, I remembered to bluff the card that I don't have in my hand. I think this card's gonna be good. Wait, it's letting me zoom in now? Hilarious. Play this Talisman. I can't afford to draft. Feels terrible, man. That's a yikes. That's a yikes for me, dog. Alright, how about a turn 3 Rocks Veteran, followed by a turn 4 Rocks Veteran? Ooh, that's also a magic card. Let's go with Plains. Oh, yeah. Falufu, that's actually one of my... Oh, my god. So I'm taking 2 here. Opponent has quite the curve, though. My god. I kind of want a Pondering Mage here. I haven't played the card yet. But yeah, the flavor text on the snail. Yeah, no amount of salt will save you. I said that to one opponent who was complaining after I was basically going to win in a chat, and it just made me, like, so happy. But yeah, we're just going to do this and look for a land so we can go, like... Okay, well, I guess we found a land. I think I'd rather shuffle this, though. Is that wrong? What do you guys think about shuffling this? I think I want to. Joelo, I agree. Friendly Sealed is, like, super easy to go infinite. But you really have to be addicted to Magic. Shuffle. Yeah, I think shuffling is probably right. Okay, I can't attack here. I'm losing this race. The problem, like, the reason I'm tempted not to shuffle is because hitting a land is so good. That's gonna kill me. Good thing we get to string plus exclude it. Wait, hold on. Do I get to do something broken here where I go string plus wing shards? String shards? That was bad, I'm sorry. And then, like, exclude this later. I think we do. I think that's going to be really good. Alright, let's do it. And if they play a spell pre-combat, they, like, lose the game. Seems decent, right? They also don't have double blue, notably. This is going to work out really nicely. So, what do I want to do here? I want to kill this. I don't know if I want to kill the 3/1 first strike or the rocks. But I mean, bouncing this seems super good, right? Like resetting the counters on that might just not do anything. But I also think this card matters more than this, so I'm just going to choose that. Yeah, we are killing rocks, don't worry. Because Wing Shards has Storm, so we bounce this, and then thanks to Wing Shards, their stuff is going to die. Opponent's like, what are you doing? That's what I'm doing. Gotta tap my colorless. Alright, well, Wing Shards. It's a good card. Let's see what's going on in chat. Nothing. Opponent's just reading. I was hoping for some salt from the player with the slug, but not today. Anybody who's hanging out in my chat, if you're liking what you see, please feel free to leave a follow. I would really appreciate the support. Not to mention, like, we might be getting a draft with our first trophy, which is kind of sweet, right? It's probably follow-worthy. Maybe not, I don't know. But for sure, just make sure to tune in, like, in the near future, because I'm planning on streaming a lot of this format. Looks pretty sweet. Ooh, Unearth. Okay. And then replay the 3/1, put a counter on that. That would be pretty decent, right? Ooh, this card. That looks kind of annoying. Okay. So I can attack for some damage here. I think I'm fine trading, well, I'm not trading for both, am I? I still think I'm supposed to attack here. And I can have my choice of Lancer Sliver or Enduring Sliver. Maybe tapping this is better. Gotta run, GL. Alright, thank you, Joello. We'll see. Do my best. Maybe it's better to just Rocks and Sliver here. Actually, yeah, I think that's probably better. And in that case, we'll leave this one alive and just try to kill the opponent through aggro. So basically, they have a free block here, but we're dealing in 4 with this attack, so I think it's decent. And then we get to go pre-combat Lancer Sliver, assuming they're not holding up like Wing Shards, and that'll be pretty nice. I think they're dead. I think this deck is just nuts. Wow. Joelo, that's awesome. That's a lot of free play points. Alright, well... Okay. And they don't have double white up, so no wing shards. That's pretty nice. Play the Lancer Sliver pre-combat for the Enduring Sliver. And we're going to attack for millions. What do we want to tap here? Probably like a 3-1 first strike. Uh-oh, something's dying. Convoke. Sure. I think this is acceptable. It's not good for me, though, by any means. Now, attack step, what do I want to do? Rocks Veteran... I mean, this dies if it attacks. I think I like attacking like that. Attack like this, tap Slug. I think that makes the most sense. Tap attack all. You like trading this here? It might be worth it. Actually, I don't think it is. I really like the combo here, and we're going to have some untapped mana. I don't know. We'll see. No, I think you're probably right. It's probably worth it. Okay. Tap you. Opponent's going to take 6, assuming they make the pretty obvious block here. Yeah. We can hold the island. Play a creature. That's not a creature. But I can counter the Rocks Veteran when that comes down. Okay, not countering this one. Yeah, kind of got punished for that play, but I think that's acceptable. Don't really need to play the lands. Could tap that, and then this just dies to their first strikers. Yeah, don't really want to double block or anything. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, let's just pass. I mean, they basically have to play their Rocks Veteran, right? And we're just going to counter it, so. This is a good Magic card. Jeez. That mob was brutal. Battle Screech. I can't counter that one. Dang, now they flash it back. Well, that was a good draw. Let's see. I think I can attack with everything and not die, I hope. I'm at 13. If I tap this, attack with this, they have to double block to kill it. I do think attacking is going to be good for me here. And I don't think I die on the backswing. So yeah, let's do it. And I think this is probably a lethal attack because it's 4 plus 3 plus 2. No, is that just short? Oh well. 4 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah, that's 9. I'm still going to make the play. I'm surprised by this play. But yeah, no, this is a good play for my opponent. You don't think there's an attack? I mean, you might have been right. Like, I'm taking a ton of damage here for this play, so... Last turn. Oh, okay, so not that one, presumably. I will wait for you to play this, and I will counter it. Should have left up blue again. That was decent. I get to bounce this now. Wow, that was a good draw too. I mean, it helps when you have a million of them in your deck, right? They're not dead here, but they are taking a lot of damage. This has been a tough game, jeez. We're also like down a bunch of minutes on the clock. So they have to chump here, so they're chumping there. And they probably die now. Like, all of my cards are lethal threats. Play the slug. Sure. That's not going to work. All of my cards are lethal threats. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hats off to my opponent, I guess. Jeez. Wow. Okay. That was very impressive that they won that game. That was really, really good. Yeah. That was brutal. Guess I gotta play it better. No changes after sideboard, so let's just run it back. Maybe a Stirring Address? Maybe that would be better. Yeah, actually it could be right. This hand is gross. It needs a Plains to work. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm actually going to check the odds program. So I need one in like 2 draw steps. Yeah, you guessed the first option. Okay, so odds 33, whatever this is. 8, 2, 1. Yeah, under, that's just too low. Okay, fine keeping this one. This hand is a lot better, just needs 1 island. And with a scry, I get a little bit closer to it. Admittedly, it doesn't have Sarah, but this card is also probably not great on a mulligan. And I have 9 blue sources as well because of the talisman. We might just be dead here. Okay, that was decent. So let's play this. Rain is probably solid. This is actually castable. But I don't think I care about rain that much. Let's just do like this. That's probably best. But this card, when you're already on a mulligan, is pretty brutal. I really need it to survive. I would love a 4th land. Okay. Okay, never didn't have it. Sure, I guess that pumps that. Yeah, actually quite a bit. And it pumps that one. That's annoying. Okay. Not sure who's winning this race. Hopefully the next Rocks veteran will help me out. I think I am supposed to play this here. Okay, opponent can never block again, and we just reset something big and they die, hopefully. I mean, this is already 3, 6, and then plus 5, that's lethal. They're dead? Question mark? Exclamation point. It would be nice. It would be nice. This card has done nothing so far. Splice onto instant or sorcery ability is infinite mana. Wonder if they just like tap out for a whatever you call it, murder on this thing. Basically, right? So now they die in 2 hits, so I need to survive. Okay. I don't know if that was correct to bounce, but I did it. Doesn't matter. Maybe I could have played that. I don't know. This card has been super impressive. I'm not surprised it's good, but it's been even better than I thought. Death Toucher? Sure. Oh, that evolves it because it has +2/+1 when it enters. Undead Augur. Okay, how do you attack here, though? Because there are some attacks that will not let you win. 3, 4, 5. Don't care about that, I don't think. Oh, this also forces them to lose a life, which could be the difference here. Okay, I think we just slam this. Let me also figure out if I have lethal or not. So if I attack with this and these, they have to block both of these. And unfortunately, so no, actually no, that wouldn't work anyway. Never mind, ignore me. Alright, so now we just need not to die to any 6/3 ninja shenanigans, and we should be fine. Question is, do I play around that? It's 4 mana, right? Oh, they're doing something now? Oh, they do have it. Yikes. Okay. I don't think I can afford to play around it. think I just take this hit. I don't have a profitable block. Could chump, but there's not much value in that. Oh, I am dead to this now. I might just be dead in general. What happened if I chumped that? Then I'm at 7, and I minus a 2-2, and let's see. So I'm at 7, I'm minus a 2-2. I still probably... Wait, would I be fine if I did that? So I can take a hit from this, but I have to block. Wait, I can't even survive here, can I? No, I'm dead now. Wow. Yikes. Let me think about this. Yeah, I mean, the opponent played this really well. If I can force them to block with those guys, then they die. Actually, wait, they die. Don't they? Seems like they die. So they can block... If they block with a 2-1 cat, if they block with a... Wait, no, they have to block 4-3 there and 2-1 cat there, and then they live. Yeah. Alright, but I was dead on the crackback. Dang. I wonder if I missed lethal somewhere along the way. Because the idea is, this is a changeling, so it's a zombie, so when it dies, they lose a life. So if I can force them to kill one... I mean, they have a block here that lets them live. Yeah, of course they find it, so... Yeah, I mean, that's going to do it. Wait, what? How did that... They did it wrong? Okay, well... What? What happened? Opponent. Why? Okay, whatever. There's a block that let them live, and they did not find it, so... Thank you. Sure, I guess I'm still in this. Let's make the... Do we want to make the play we were talking about? The shelter versus stirring address? I think we do. That was so close, my god. How's everybody in chat doing? No slug. Okay, interesting. We're gonna get aggro here. I will trade this for a 1-3 death touch. Cannot trade for that one. Does have Outlast. Okay. God, that game was a nail biter and a half. Battle Screech. Okay, am I dead? I mean, being on the play in this matchup is like a huge advantage. Don't want to trade this for one bird, I don't think. I think that's wrong. Please trade for 2 birds. No? Okay. Mobbed me. Rocks veteran. Okay, so now I have to answer that or I die. It's looking a little bit rough, folks. think I'm probably super dead. So I can look for a bounce spell here. So I can either go Rain or Foff. I can also cycle this. Give something flying and block. Let's Foff here. We get to see more cards. I guess we can do it on opponent's turn. Yeah, I think I'm dying here. Jeez. That, whatever you call it. The ninja in game 1 was brutal. I can't believe, like, how did they let a zombie die? Whatever. Okay. So we're going to do this post-attacks but pre-blocks to try to get the most possible information. So just attack everything. That means this is being tapped. So we can double block here. Oh, I know. No. I punted. I needed to bounce that pre-combat. That was super bad. Okay, well. Yikes. That was super, super bad. Okay, we didn't find it anyway, so technically not punished. Wing shards versus all. Hilarious. Can I make this smaller? I kind of want to choose this pile. Like, wing shards kills 2 birds. Is that important? Yeah, I think this pile's better. I guess I should have cycled. What I should have done is cycle pre-combat and then Foff to look at the maximum number of cards. Wait, no, that doesn't work because I'm tapped out. Okay. So I only kind of super punted. Wee, flying. But yeah, we're dead here. I mean, it doesn't matter if it has flying. I need to block here. Five life. That's not much. Yeah, now in hindsight, I wish I had that wing shards. But I don't think this game was winnable. Okay. What do I do about this? Other than concede immediately? Like, they just have lethal in the air and I can't do anything about it, so I guess I do that and look for 2 bounce spells. No? Okay. Alright. We're dead. Sad day. I've played that game super badly, by the way, so I don't feel too bad about losing, but that was still really disappointing. Alright. I think we're going to probably try to resume the stream outside. But yeah, thank you guys for watching for now. And if you want to tune in like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, probably not even. But yeah, I'll be drafting again very soon. So thanks for watching and see you again soon.